Some say this place is cursed. Some say it's threadbare from overuse. Some think the new diamond rush is stirring the sand into dune. The recent drought didn't help. Others think that wind is the final arbiter. These grassy plains were named after the grazing that once carpeted the ground. Now, the grasvlakte near Eksteenfontein and the Namibian border are disappearing under a lava flow of dune sand. I came to the Richtersveld in search of one specific dune.
Must I push?
When I got here, I met with some of the best scientists in this field, and they all agree on one thing. The changes in the Richtersveld in the past 10 years are astonishing. The truth behind what tipped this plain from ample grazing to barren dune is complex. It's intriguing, and the scientists' findings will likely be contested, because who wants to shoulder the blame? And who should repair the damage? My trip to the Richtersveld is the first stop on a year-long journalistic project where I'll travel around South Africa in search of remote and often invisible places to find the untold stories of how the climate crisis is unfolding on our doorstep in our lifetime. Story Ark starts in the Richtersveld, where I join a team of botanists and arid ecosystem ecologists to count the headstones of dead tree aloes. I stop in at a forest of its cousin species, 7 hours drive south in Nieuwoudtville. I commune with many miniature succulents along the way and see the industrial scale excavations that are part of what you could say is the death by 1,000 cuts that we're inflicting, wound by traumatic wound, to this fragile desert landscape. This isn't a dead landscape. It's one that learned to hide its abundant life forms in places we don't know to look. The Story Ark initiative will produce hard-hitting journalism. There will also be some light-hearted, behind-the-scenes video diaries as the good ship Story Ark voyages around the country. Local law says that this place is cursed because of a farmer. He was an angry man, they say, and took out his wrath on his farm animals. A donkey, in particular, got the worst of the beatings. One day, after what was probably one thrashing too many, the ass pulled free from the farmer and trotted off down the road. Then the animal stopped and looked back, and a supernatural voice was heard coming from the beast. "Why do you beat me so?" it said. "From this day on, this farm will forever be cursed." Another fable has it that when God was finished making the earth, he tipped out his pockets and sprinkled the leftover sand and dust and gravel onto the ground below. This is how the Richtersveld was born, they say. There are many tales of how this place came to be. I came to look for the science, and what I found is some new and urgent research that sheds light on how the Richtersveld came to be what it is now. Join me in this first leg of the Story Ark voyage as I sift through the science to find out where responsibility lies for the changes to this fragile desert landscape that may indeed have crossed an irreversible tipping point. I'll introduce you to the science and consider what we need to do to address these changes and the threats that they bring to the species and the people living here. For many in the Richtersveld, though, they believe that only God can save them now.
Know me, hold me, touch my soul, release me, capture me in light, warmth embrace me, draped in case, release me, safely in your light. This thread binds me to you, binds me to you, binds me to you.